You doing today? I want to talk about love goddess rituals and ways to honor ourselves as a love goddess. What a beautiful subject, anyway. When you are adoring and admiring you are really honoring you are putting yourself on your own priority list, you are saying yes to yourself, you are saying that, hey, I am important, you are saying, hey, I want to be the love goddess that I deserve to be in my own life. I want to honor myself. I want to create the environment in which I can thrive as a love goddess, right? And when you are honoring yourself, you are creating these elements in your own life and these rituals in your own life where you get to soak up this feminine energy that we women all know about. It's when you feel like you want to buy a perfume for yourself, or you have an inspiration to buy yourself some flowers to put on a table. You have a desire to listen to music coming out of the shower and dance naked. You have moments where you just want to clean up the house and spray the room spray all over your bed, so next time you go to bed it smells nice. You have these moments of like, I want to clean up my house, and I want like, or you could be like me one day, you're just like, I hate my house, I hate decor, like to get everything out of the walls, like the table goes, the couches go, everything goes. I just want to stir up and like throw everything out, and I want everything new to come in. Those moments, those are your sacred inspirations for which you are creating your own rituals of how you are honoring your love goddess. This could also be going to dance classes and dance your soul off, right? This could be going to a bar and hanging out with girlfriends. This could be all of a sudden taking a trip over the weekend. Whatever those little things that come up that make you feel good, that make you feel like a woman, that make you feel like you're honoring something within yourself. Those are the love goddess rituals that I'm talking about. Honoring your desires, honoring your feminine nature, because it does come from your feminine nature and you are inspired. You follow that inspiration, and that is how you follow in your own guidance system and your inspired action. In fact, for me, I create a lot of a negative space, as in empty space, and if I'm in a state where things seem like a burnout or stale, I create that negative space where I don't even know what the hell to do with myself. And from that place and I'm like, oh, I could work more, or I could do this more. This negative space is a very uncomfortable space for me to be in, and it could last a while. It could last hours, if not days. Usually it's like 3, 4, 5 hours if for me specifically, if I'm in that negative space, and then I get some kind of download or something that like happens where when I create that space and there is nothing else, so you have to release what's within that, because if you carrying all that energy, if you carrying a lot of other things that you are working on within that, you are not able to create that negative space that you need to get that inspiration, inspired guidance, and really go with that flow, right? But only when I create that negative space, ideas start flowing to me, inspiration starts flowing. I start getting these desires like, what if I go paint? Or I should go to the beach, or this could be like, I want to go sing. Oh no, I'm gonna go to the woods and walk in the woods all by myself because that feels good. Oh, I want to listen to this particular book at this particular moment because I have this particular instinct. And then I listen to this particular book in this particular moment. This particular idea comes from the book, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. This is my divine guidance from my spirits, right? I am getting this beautiful unfolding of events happening for me and guiding me on my own path. And so when you are creating your own rituals and I would rather call it Lovegodesss Practice. Rituals is something actually that you are creating that is consistent or constant, or it's your own way of honoring something, right? So for example, there could be a night ritual where you could sit in meditation and really call in, remember all the wonderful things you are grateful for that happened for you in the evening. Release any negativity from your day so you don't carry it into your sleep and into the next day either. And so that would be a ritual, a nighttime ritual. The ritual could be taking a bath every night, right? That would be your ritual. But Lovegodesss Practice is honoring your desires within you, honoring your inspirations within you in that particular moment. If you want to go out for a walk, you honor that. That's how I would say you are flowing through life instead of forcing your way through life. Flowing through life is following those inspirations and going by that guidance and really honoring those desires within you over and over and over and over, and flow through life without resistance, right? And that is how honoring yourself happens. When you are honoring yourself, when you are honoring yourself or your desires, and when you're putting yourself on a priority list, that is what I call a Lovegodesss practice. You're practicing your love goddess. You're practicing honoring the desires of your love goddess, who is life force within you, who is your authentic energy of who you are, that you are so used to shove down and say, no, I need to do the dishes. No, I need to do this. No, society told me I have to wear underwear where I actually have inspiration to not wear underwear, right? Whatever the hell that is, right? Like, I want for you to honor that, right? I want for you to take it seriously. This is not a joke. Like, this is the real life force that when you are honoring this real life force, it really floats you through life. Where if you shut it down and shove it into the darkness of your inner thing, right? Usually your womb, like when things humming, we are like shoving it, and it's somewhere in our bodies. It is somewhere in our bodies that we are still carrying. So if we don't feel through that, don't release that, we are carrying it on our bodies. And that's how when it builds up, we are literally this anxious ball of energy, and we have all sorts of life traumas going to happen to us, right? So honoring your love goddess is a daily practice. It's your Lovegodesss practice. You're practicing honoring yourself. You're practicing honoring new thought patterns about yourself. You're practicing noticing beautiful things about yourself versus not the greatest things about yourself. You're starting to honor your beauty over imperfections, where you're focused focus goes, energy flows. So if you are focusing on your imperfections, that's your reality, and that's what's becoming more of, right? You're creating more of imperfections because that's what you're focusing. If you're focusing on negativity in your life and all things that don't go right, that is what you are creating more of in your life. Where if you are focusing on the beauty and wonderful aspects to who you are, which all of us have, you are honoring that. You're putting your thought is a breathing, living mechanism that creates things in your reality. It can create things in your reality. Your focus is where you're putting your energy, right? So if you're focusing on something, you're creating more of that, right? So if you're focusing on the good stuff, you're creating more of that good stuff. Focusing on your beauty, on the love, you're creating more of that in your life. And the more you practice, the more of that you're able to create in your own life. That is what I call a Lovegodesss practice. Honoring your desires, seeing the beauty in you, honoring the beauty inspirations in you, honoring those feminine inspirations that you want to experience, because that is what gives you that turn on in life, right? Like buying yourself flowers gives you a little bit of some kind of magic that is unexplainable. You can't really say what you or put a finger to it, but there is something magical about buying yourself flowers, and like there is no term to it, right? That you're buying yourself flowers and you feel good and there's magic to your life, and that's what turn on is, right? You turn yourself on, and the more you do that, the more circumstances you create to get yourself turned on for life, and your sexual energy comes in alongside with that, for sure. But the more situations you create for yourself, the more inspirations you follow, because you have your inner guidance within you. And it's a built-in GPS system, you call it, right? You follow that, you create more beautiful things within your life. And so the more you follow that, the more you practice your Lovegodesss, the more magic you create in your own life, and the more turn on you create in your own life, right? So with that, my beautiful goddess, how do you create more turn on in your life? How do you practice your Lovegodesss on a daily basis? How do you create more magic that will in return become your turn on, your ignition towards that passionate life that you're creating? That is one of those questions to think about, right?